Are you tired of smashing your huevos into pancakes trying to fit into your jeans that don't fit? Got your attention now, didn't I? Stick around to the end of this video for an awesome deal on the perfect jeans for you. It is a strange thing that we're witnessing with the trial of Donald Trump. And I don't just mean from the perspective of we have a former president who's on trial in a criminal trial, facing 34 felony counts, I think, in just this hush money trial. But the other thing that's odd about it is the fact that it's just the debasement of the Republican Party. It's absolutely just dickholes on parade. It's all of these people who are vying to be the vice presidential pick for Donald Trump who are now showing up at the trial. J.D. Vance yesterday, Tommy Tuberville, the most military man there ever was. Tommy Tuberville. No Melania. No Don Jr., no Ivanka, no Barron Trump, no family. I mean, Eric Trump is there. He's a consolation prize, Eric Trump. He's a human participation trophy. Eric Trump. He's there. But then you also have this cadre of goofs who are trying to sidle up next to Trump to show their support, to try to get picked as his VP. Tommy Tuberville, J.D. Vance. Apparently, others are supposed to show up today. Caitlin Collins tweeted this just this morning. The courtroom is quickly becoming the new tryout for Trump's VP and cabinet hopefuls. J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, Tommy Tuberville, and now, today, Doug Burgum is expected to attend. Other political allies from the Hill have also joined, like Rick Scott from Florida. Speaker Johnson will be in the room today. No family. I mean, just listen. Imagine, if you will, if you were on trial for your life. If you were in a criminal trial and your wife or your husband didn't show up. It's a serious thing. If it's as serious, and it is, as Donald Trump wants to portray it, you'd think they would be there for him. And it's telling that they're not. It really, I believe, is telling that they're not there. They're not showing up to show support, to boost his morale. This man who's being put through a witch hunt. It's just bizarre. But I want to show this first clip. It shows J.D. Vance and Tommy Tuberville in the background while Donald Trump is ranting about his crowd sizes and everything else, you know, the same circus-like atmosphere outside the court. And then what I want to show you, what I want to talk about, really the crux of this video that I'm really burying here while I ramble, is the fact that Donald Trump is now dispatching people to say the things about the jury and about witnesses that he himself cannot without threat of contempt of court and jail. He did it with Jeanine Pirro last week, and now it seems as though he's done it with Senator J.D. Vance from Ohio and Tommy Tuberville, who both attack separate things that Donald Trump isn't allowed to talk about because of the gag order that's in place, the reasonable gag order that's in place. Here is Donald Trump talking about his crowds.
Which is generally a Democrat state. I think we're probably leading in New Jersey. We had a rally, over 100,000 people this weekend. A lot of the mainstream media didn't want to say how many people, they didn't want to cover. But in fact, I don't think anybody did. I hear the crowd was not shown by the mainstream media, which is what they tell me, but that's par for the course.
Funny that the rally was 80 to 100,000, and now it's over 100,000 at a venue that only holds 20,000 people. I mean, even Jesse Waters yesterday said he sent an assistant or a correspondent or a reporter, someone to the rally. And even Jesse Waters says, and it was an inflated number, that it was only maybe 30,000 people. So it's just, don't let your eyes deceive you. The thing that's not happening is actually happening. That's kind of the rub here with Donald Trump. So after this, after the break in the trial, J.D. Vance and Tommy Tuberville took to a place outside the courtroom and again did the thing Donald Trump is not allowed to do, including attacking the judge's family. Watch J.D. Vance.
Judge inside, his daughter is making millions of dollars running against Donald Trump, raising money for Donald Trump's political opponents. The number 3 person to the Department of Justice, Biden's Department of Justice, left to become a local prosecutor to go after Donald Trump. And of course, there's Alvin Bragg, a Soros-funded prosecutor who promised to go after Donald Trump and now is doing exactly that. Now, look.
This is a sitting United States senator, a soulless, shameless, dignity-free dolt, to be sure. But this is in service to Donald Trump. This is very likely at the direction of, not request, direction of Donald Trump. You want to be my VP? You got to play along. And of course, J.D. Vance, being the bootlicking sycophant that he is, he snaps to attention and does just what the dear leader says. And the same can be said of Tommy Tuberville. Here he is questioning the citizenship of, I think, very possibly the jury. He doesn't really say which people in the courtroom he's talking about. Watch this.
He's been here a month. I am disappointed in looking at the supposedly American citizens in that courtroom, that the DA comes in and he acts like it is his Super Bowl. And I guess it is, to be noticed. But that's what's happening in this country. The Republican candidate for President of the United States is going through mental anguish in a courtroom that's very depressing. Very depressing.
Again, reprehensible. This is a sitting United States senator for the state of Florida. Actually, he lives full-time in Florida. His primary residence is in Florida, but somehow, for some reason, he's representing Alabama. I've done videos on that. Attacking people in the courtroom, I'm just going to assume it's the jury, and questioning their citizenship. Is this where we are now in the Republican? I mean, yes, the answer is yes. This is where we are in the Republican Party today. If you go against Donald Trump, you're not truly an American. If you take part in the justice system in any way, whether that be a judge or a prosecutor or even a defense attorney, your citizenship can be questioned. If you come against Donald Trump in any way, you're not an American. If citizenship and being an American is as special as they act like it is, and I believe it is, how can we so easily dismiss the citizenship of citizens? Everyone in that courtroom taking part in this trial is a citizen. It's just disgusting. It's gross. And all in service to the dear leader. Whatever they can do to make him like them more, to possibly put them in his cabinet or make them the vice president of the United States on the ticket. That's what's important here. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think about this. You can leave a comment below. That would be great. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can support this work. Help me make these videos. For $2 a month, click the join button below. Become a channel member. You can go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. But the most important way that you can support is sticking around for just a minute and checking out this offer from today's sponsor. Look, it should come as no surprise that I'm a big guy, even when I'm at my slimmest like I am right now. It's tough to find clothing that I like that is also comfortable. And finding a quality pair of jeans that I dig, forget about it. It's like finding a friggin' needle in a haystack, or maybe a Republican that doesn't find themselves lying constantly. But sometimes opportunity comes to you. The Perfect Jean recently reached out and asked if I would like to try their jeans. And let me tell you, the Perfect Jean makes cool-looking, perfect-fitting jeans that are cozy as sweatpants. Like even more elastic than Jim Jordan's memory of January 6th. But these jeans don't make you look like a friggin' slob on their way to do something at an airport in sweatpants. With an excellent option like this, why continue crushing your nuts in jeans that aren't comfortable? For a limited time, Dollemore fans get 15% off their first order plus free shipping. Just go to theperfectjean.nyc and use code Dollemore15 or simply click the link in the description below. And there's more than just jeans. The Perfect Jean also offers the Perfect Tee, which is teddy bear soft and won't shrink like all your other crappy t-shirts do. Why? Because it's perfect. That's why. You could also shop easy for all this stuff knowing that your purchases are risk-free because the Perfect Jean offers free shipping, free exchanges, and free returns. It's about time you gave your family jewels a break. Go to theperfectjean.nyc and use code Dollemore15 to access 15% off of your first order right now, plus free shipping. So support this channel and tell them that I sent you. That's 15% off at perfectjean.nyc and use code Dollemore15 at checkout. Why settle for uncomfortable or uncool when you can have the perfect jean?